What's up, baseball fans? So today I'm going to talk about my potential draft steals. Before I get started, I wanted to say that we just reached 1,000 subscribers. When I started this channel about 6 months ago, I was hoping to get to 100 subscribers. So to be at 1,000 is just crazy to me. Just wanted to say thank you to all of you for your support. I can't show my appreciation enough. Seriously, thank you. But with that said, let's get to the video. Here are my top potential steals from the draft. Starting at number 10, I have Garrett Mitchell going to the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's start with the highest pick that could be an absolute steal in this draft, and that's Garrett Mitchell. Garrett Mitchell is one of the toolsiest players in this draft. He can hit well, runs extremely well, fields well, and has a good arm. He was ranked as the number 6 draft prospect on both MLB Pipeline and Baseball America, but questions about his swing mechanics and his lack of power in college have come up, along with him dealing with type 1 diabetes. He's going to a Milwaukee Brewers system that has a knack for getting the most out of a lot of their prospects, so this could end up haunting a lot of teams that passed on him. At number 9, I have Kyle Harrison going to the San Francisco Giants. Ranking 63rd on MLB Pipeline and 71st on Baseball America, Harrison went number 85 to the Giants. He's a 6'2 lefty out of high school, but he's already pretty advanced for his age. He throws his fastball anywhere from 90 to 94 with running action, along with a curveball and a changeup, but they still could use some polishing. His clean delivery also helps him throw a lot of strikes. He did slip a bit because scouts think his ceiling is lower than most, but they also think he has a high floor. Regardless, the Giants could have something here. At number 8, I have JT Ginn going to the New York Mets. Ginn was actually drafted 30th overall by the Dodgers in 2018, but he turned down the offer so he could go to Mississippi State. Scouts are simply just concerned with his arm, considering the recent Tommy John surgery, along with some arm soreness during his 2019 season. Regardless, Ginn has the tools to be successful, and he can end up being a solid pickup for the Mets. At number 7, I have Danny Cabrera going to the Detroit Tigers. Most likely, Spencer Torkelson at number 1 will end up being the best pick this year, but Danny Cabrera at pick number 62 could be right up there as well. When you draft a guy who was ranked 38th on MLB Pipeline and 42nd on Baseball America with the 62nd pick, there's a chance for a lot of value, especially with Cabrera. Out of LSU, Cabrera is a steady player that does a lot of things well. He's got an easy swing from the left side with good bat speed that could generate more power down the road. He has great plate discipline and he has a good arm in the outfield. In 3 seasons and 502 at-bats at LSU, he hit 305, 22 homers, 116 RBIs, and had an on-base percentage of .392. What caused him to slide are questions about his power, a prior wrist injury, and he was simply just average in the outfield. However, because of his simple and steady approach to hitting, he can end up being a really good player. At number 6, I have Alex Santos to the Houston Astros. Overall, the Astros didn't have much of a draft considering they lost their first 2 picks for the sign-stealing scandal, but they did pick a pitcher with a lot of upside in Alex Santos out of high school, who was ranked 56th on MLB Pipeline and 45th on Baseball America, and he fell to the Astros at number 72. At 6'3", he's got a fastball with good life that sits anywhere from 90 to 94, with potential for more velocity down the road considering his age, and he only weighs 185 pounds. He also possesses a decent slider and changeup. The floor at the moment for Santos is pretty low, but the upside is there considering he has a lot of room to fill out his frame. At number 5, I have Blaze Jordan to the Boston Red Sox. Probably the most talked about pick after the first round, and I promise this isn't biased because I'm a Red Sox fan, but Blaze Jordan has the potential to be an incredible steal. Picked in the 3rd round at number 89, where most thought he would go in the 2nd round. He was ranked 42nd on MLB Pipeline, but he was ranked number 90 on Baseball America. Regardless, the power he possesses, which has been shown off on YouTube since he was 11 years old, is special. It's raw power you don't see much that creates a ton of exit velocity. However, there were a few reasons he slipped to the 3rd round, the first being that organizations believed he would be a tough sign due to his commitment to Mississippi State. The second was being able to make consistent contact. When he started to go up against better competition last summer, he started to swing and miss more. There's also his ability to play in the field. He's lost weight to be more mobile at 3rd, but he's likely to be a first baseman and designated hitter due to his below average quickness. However, in my personal opinion, I think Jordan will be fine skipping college and going to the pros, since he's basically been treating himself as a pro since he was young. If he's able to improve his ability to make consistent contact and improve his plate discipline, combined with that power at Fenway Park, we could have something really special on our hands. At number 4, I have Casey Martin to the Philadelphia Phillies. Here's one that surprised a lot of people considering that Casey Martin was projected to go late in the 1st round or early in the 2nd round, but he slipped to the Phillies in the 3rd round. Martin is one of the more athletic and toolsier players in this draft. He's a fast-twitched player who many thought back in 2019 could be a top 10 pick. However, scouts wondered about the holes in his game, such as being able to make contact consistently, recognizing pitches, along with being able to hit off-speed pitches. He struggled towards the end of last season with Arkansas, finishing with a 286 average after hitting 345 in 2018, and he got off to a tough start this season, only hitting 271. However, he did have a 3-for-5 game with 4 RBIs, and he was a triple shy of the cycle in his last game before the season was shut down. If the Phillies can work with him to build some more consistency, it's possible they got one of the best gifts in this draft. At number 3, I have Jared Kelly to the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox nabbed themselves a hard thrower with their first pick in Garrett Crochet, and they got another in the second round with the 47th pick in Jared Kelly. Out of the 3 high schoolers, Mick Abel, Nick Bitsko, and Kelly, Kelly throws the hardest, sitting in the mid-90s most of the time, and he can get it up close to 100. He also has an advanced changeup already. There are concerns though with the spin rates of his pitches, along with his breaking ball lacking consistency. Regardless, he was ranked number 12 on MLB Pipeline and Baseball America, so for him to go 47th could end up being an incredible steal. At number 2, I have Kole Wilcox to the San Diego Padres. This pick was a bit surprising considering Wilcox was projected to go in the first round in the 20s, but he slipped all the way to the Padres in the 3rd round. A couple of reasons he slipped was his asking price of first round money of around $3 million and his leverage to be able to go back to Georgia. However, he can back it up with the stuff he possesses on the mound, with the ability to throw 100, a fading changeup, and a power slider. He doesn't have the smoothest of deliveries, which has caused him to walk a lot of guys, and he has a tendency to give up a lot of hits due to the position of his arm and hitters being able to see the ball well. There's also questions of whether or not he can be a starter. Regardless, he has really good stuff, and if those downsides can be worked on, we could see an incredible steal here. At number 1, I have Colt Keith going to the Detroit Tigers. Another Tigers pick makes this list, and picked near the end of the draft, Colt Keith has a good chance to be a really solid player and to be a huge steal. He was the Gatorade High School Player of the Year in Mississippi, and in 99 games in his high school career, he hit .448 with 15 homers with an on-base percentage of .568. He also pitched, striking out 121 guys in his high school career, over 68 innings with an ERA of 2.59, but he's more likely to end up as a position player because he was having some arm troubles last summer. Hitting from the left side, he makes consistent hard contact and has raw power thanks to his solid bat speed and the leverage he creates in his swing. At 6'3" and 220 pounds, he's already very athletic, and there's still the possibility that he can add some more mass to generate some more power. He also has a good arm and should be a good fit at third or in the outfield. I think this is a player to keep an eye on in the next few years, and with all the tools plus athleticism, along with cleaning some stuff up with his swing, I think he can end up becoming a pretty special player. So those are my potential steals in this draft. Tell me down below in the comments who are some other steals that you think could emerge from this draft. But that's all I got for right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.